Welcome along to That's Good for Footy. We used to be a live and interactive footy panel show. This is where the fans used to meet the players and the players used to meet the fans. But we're not doing any of that currently. But in the meantime, I'll still be giving you access to the players via this medium. This show was already described as not being your typical footy panel show. Now it's definitely not. Let's get on with it. This is our 12th HOMEISO show with Damo, a gun player from the Demons who was born on the 5th of October 1995. He's played a total of 92 games and kicked a total of 56 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2016. When he plays for the Melbourne Football Club, he wears number 4. All right, on his back. Could you please welcome to the show, James Harmes?
It's a grand old flag.
Thanks for having me, Damo. Cheers, mate.
It's good to be back. I just want to listen to that. Oh, the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. All right, that'll do. It's just nice to hear a little bit of football songs in the background. That was beautiful. I just wanted to say, James, firstly, thanks so much for allowing us to gain access to you and for you to have a chat to the fans. It's awesome. I really appreciate it. How are you going with everything, mate? Tell me how you're feeling.
Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. A little bit bored, as everyone would be. Just trying to stay busy and obviously stay fit. So hopefully when the season comes back around, I'm ready to go and, fit and firing.
Good on you, mate. I love to hear that. Just to explain what we're doing here today, mate, we've got you on location around at, we don't have to disclose that, but you're on location somewhere. And what we're doing today is we're just going to let the fans get a little bit of an insight as to how you're coping with home isolation, detention, and what you've been doing in order to keep yourself busy. It's just a way for us to reach out and connect with them and for you to connect with them too. So let's get stuck in, mate. What do you reckon?
Sounds good, mate.
Sounds good to me too. This is our first segment. It's proudly brought to you by the Big Pitch people, the experts in home cinema. Let's get the big picture on how this makes you feel. Let's introduce the big picture.
Pictures of you, pictures of me, on your wall.
All right. Mate, what I wanted to do is just ask you a few things, both relating to football and then to you on a personal level. I just wanted to ask you, now that the decision has been made to postpone the season, are you optimistic now that you'll be coming back pretty shortly in 2020?
Yeah, hopefully. I guess that's the thing. It's hard to tell, isn't it, really? Yeah. But, yeah, just trying to stay positive with it all and, as I said before, stay fit and hopefully, it's not too far away that we're back out there and, the fans can start enjoying games again.
Yeah, good, mate. Where were you when you first found out that the season was going to be postponed? Can you remember where you were? I mean, I know where you were.
We were playing Fremantle. We were playing West Coast over in WA, and we actually found out before the game that the season was going to be postponed after our game because we were the last game for that weekend. So that was a bit of a weird feeling going into the game, knowing that the season probably wasn't going to run for a couple of months, but we just tried to stay positive. Obviously, we didn't get the win, but we just always just want footy to be back, just to bring a bit of positive into what's been a bit of a shocking start to 2020.
I hear you, mate. Absolutely. Where's your focus with footy at the moment? What are you doing to keep focused?
Just trying to stay fit and train, do my program. Just trying to stay busy as well. Mentally it can be a bit draining, all of this. But every morning get up, go for a walk, take the dogs for a walk, get a coffee, and just trying to keep some sort of routine.
Keep yourself sane. I understand. Hey, how much time do you think the clubs will need to prepare for round 2? Bearing in mind you've already had a 4-month pre-season. If you get the call to come back, how much time do you reckon you're going to need?
Well, personally, I think Melbourne boys, I reckon, will be ready to go. We've been doing our programs that we've been doing have been relatively tough. But probably a week or two, I reckon, and we should be good to go.
Geez, that's great, mate. That's a really good answer. How much are you in contact with other players, the training staff and dietitians, etc., from the club at the moment?
Yeah, heaps. So we hold a lot of Zoom meetings throughout the week. Simon Goodwin actually gives us all a bit of a project to do once a week. So that keeps us busy, and every Friday we all jump on and have a beer at 5 o'clock, just to bit of happy hour. So
that's
just to
awesome.
talk about our weeks and keep everyone sane, I guess.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, that's a really nice insight. Just to go away from football and talk about you, what is your exercise routine at the moment, mate? How are you keeping fit? Have you got like a regime that you're doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Give us some insight there.
Yeah, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday is our session. So Monday and Wednesday are usually probably about 7 or 8K, and then Friday will be about 12K.
Wow.
And that's running and football. So
Yep.
we're only allowed to train in pairs. So I've been doing a lot of training with Stephen May.
Oh, yeah.
And a fair bit of training with also Jeremy Howe from Collingwood as well. So
Oh, fantastic.
yeah, I've got a little home gym set up. I've got a gym set up home which I use, and
Yep.
yeah, and then on the other days, just trying to get up and, as I said before, take the dogs for a walk and just trying to do the normal things in life.
I understand. While we're speaking of the man, what do you think of Howie's haircut?
Oh, I don't mind it. I've seen a lot of people actually dye their hair blonde throughout this period, so a bit of fun, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, mate. What else are you doing to keep sane? I know you said the dogs. Are you doing some renovating at the moment? Are you looking at? I don't want to give any stories away, but what are you up to?
No renovations.
No.
I'm about to start a renovation, which the housemate now I'm about to move out of, just back into an apartment. But I've been playing a lot of PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, right.
Watching a lot of movies.
Well, I'll get to all that. I'll ask you those questions as we go on. I suppose I'll go over to this one. Do you have enough of the essentials at home at the moment, mate? Who's been doing the shopping for you?
Yep, so my girlfriend's been doing the shopping.
Okay.
Yeah, we go down. We try to do that once a day just to, have something to do. So walk down to Coles and then go back home. It's not far for me, so we kind of have that as a daily activity just to get us out of the house.
I hear you. I spoke to a mate yesterday and I said, what are you doing today? He said, well, it was really good this morning. I didn't look out the window, so I've got something to do this afternoon, which seemed quite appropriate. Does that translate into cooking as well? Are you both sharing the load there?
Yeah, yep. I'm not the greatest cook, but yeah, Corey, she does a good job for me. So
Okay.
yeah, we both cook here and there, and but yeah, she mainly takes the grunt of the work.
Yep, I hear you. All right. Are there any chores around the house that you've decided to do, or are there things you've been instructed to do by generally the people that tell you to do them?
Yeah, a lot of vacuuming.
Yeah, right.
I don't usually do, but
Yeah.
I look into the apartment, so it's pretty clean and crisp at the moment. But
Okay.
I'm sure in a few weeks and months I'll have to give it a good tidy up.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Now, you just alluded to the fact that you've been obviously playing a little bit of Xbox and PlayStation. What about any jigsaws, playing cards, any games, anything you want to recommend or talk about?
Been playing Cards Against Humanity with a few friends on Zoom.
Right.
Everyone's ever played that, which is good fun. It's a little bit rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few jigsaws and whatnot, but been mainly on the PlayStation, to be honest.
Yeah, right. And what are you playing on PlayStation?
NBA, 2K, Fortnite. All the boys jump online and we all have our headsets on and we talk to each other. So
How
it's good.
cool. Oh, mate, that's good. That's a nice little connection. We've always known in times of desperate need and circumstance that footy clubs bring everyone together, so it's great that you've got that connection with all the boys. I just wanted to ask you, I presume your streaming services are getting a fair workout as well, Netflix and Stan. What are you actually watching there? Have you been binging on anything?
I've given Netflix a fair run, so just got signed up to Disney. I think it's Disney Plus last night, so I've been watching the older, Disney movies I watched as a child. And reliving it.
Oh, how cool is that? Bloody awesome. Yeah, all right. What's the one thing that you're never going to take for granted again, James?
Probably being able to see my family and my friends.
Yep.
My older brother just had a little baby boy, and I still haven't met him yet. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's kind of been a bit tough. I haven't seen mum or dad for a few weeks either. So, just been isolating, just at home with my girlfriend. So, it's been a bit hard not being able to see family, but still cool them most days.
I understand. Congratulations on becoming an uncle. How long ago was the birth, boy and girl?
Little boy, Kingsley, and that was just after round 1. So, yeah, about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, right. So about March 19, March 20, thereabouts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. Yeah, I bet you'll be looking forward to catching up there. The other thing I wanted to ask you, is there anything you've decided to take up, do or complete, like maybe a book, a language, learning to play an instrument, anything along those lines?
I've got the guitar in the closet, so I might have to dust that off and get back into that. But no, I haven't really started reading any books yet, but that's definitely on the to-do list.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, I've just tried to stay busy playing PlayStation.
Yeah, that'll do, mate. And your last... I've got 2 more for you. How are you sleeping currently? How you're going to bed, you're tossing and turning, or you're out like a light?
On the days I train, I'm usually out like a light.
Yep.
But when I don't have to train and I've got nothing to wake up to, I'm usually sleeping in a fair bit. So
Yeah, right. So would you suggestively say you're up around, what, 6, 7, 8 hours?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, around those. Yeah, good. Here's your last one. What's been probably the weirdest thing that you have seen throughout this period?
Jeez, the weirdest thing. Probably driving down Chapel Street on a Saturday morning and not seeing any people, because it's usually absolutely humming with people.
Yeah, right.
So, but just that's off the top of my head. I've probably seen some other weird things, but yeah.
No, but that's the first thing that springs to mind. That's good. Yeah. I hear you. All right. Okay, that's our little segment. That segment was proudly brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. It is called The Big Picture.
Pictures of you, pictures of me.
There you go. Just remember, if you're currently in self-isolation, why not enjoy watching TV on a big screen? The Big Picture people are the experts in home cinema technology, located in north, south, east, west of Melbourne, South Morang, Cheltenham, Hoppers Crossing, Water Gardens, and for our friends in Queensland on the Gold Coast. That was awesome. What we're going to do now, mate, we're going to go and do a little bit of What About Me?
Sounds good.
I love it. You've taken just half an hour out of your day early in the morning to get on to Zoom with me, and you're like going, what am I doing, Damo? What the hell is going on? But I appreciate your time, mate.
It's good to have a bit of fun, mate. Been pretty bored at home.
Exactly. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions about you. This is something for the fans. Where did you grow up, mate?
I grew up down in Clyde, which is southeastern suburbs, just past Berwick.
Berwick?
Just near Cranbourne.
I'm with you. Who did you grow up barracking for?
I actually grew up barracking for Melbourne, so very lucky to be drafted there.
Bloody awesome. This will be a good one for you then. Who was your favourite footballer when you were growing up?
Probably David Neeks.
Neater.
Brock McLean was another favourite, and obviously Nathan Jones was in there as well. So it's been good to be able to play footy with him.
Absolutely. Hey, what's your frame of mind before a game, mate? Are you relaxed, nervous, anxious, calm? Which one are you?
Usually pretty relaxed. Just trying to I'm relaxed until about half an hour before the game, then I kind of start to zone in.
Okay.
And I usually go out, have a few set shots, come in, get a rub, and then once I have my rub, I try to really zone in and get focused on the game.
Yeah, right. Good. Nice little insight. What would you have been doing before? What were you doing before footy came along, or what would you have been doing?
If I didn't get drafted, not too sure. I was training at Casey because I missed out on the national draft, so I got rookie drafted, which back then was a couple of weeks after the national draft. Yep. So I was training at Casey, so I probably would have been playing BFL. And I was actually had a few job interviews lined up to become a linesman, so work on the power lines.
Oh, really? Yeah, wow.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Do you have a pet, mate?
I do. I've got 2 dogs.
Are they there at the moment? Oh, they're at the back, are they?
I can show you them if you want.
Yeah, please. Love to see them.
See if I can find them.
Yeah, cool.
They should be.
This should be all right. We won't lose connection with you. I'll let you know if we do, but yeah, this should be great.
Sonny. 1 second. Here they come. I'll turn the camera around.
Yeah, please.
So there's Sonny, the dog.
Fantastic.
Kelsey, that's my cousin's dog, Kelsey. She's a cavoodle, and Sonny's mine. Just sausage.
Mate, they're gorgeous. I bet you they've given you a lot of comfort during this time as well.
Yeah, they are, mate. Absolutely. It's good to take them for a walk in the mornings.
Yeah.
Gives us something to do. So
Yeah.
I'll just chuck them back at the back. Come on, at the back. Come on.
They're going, seriously, Dad? Yeah, I just wanted to show you.
I just got it back from a walk with them. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, hopefully
Oh, that's
back to
cool.
fire them out.
Yeah, excellent, mate. Thank you. Hey, can you tell us, while you're getting yourself back into position, can you tell me probably the best ever game of footy you've played? Is there a game that springs to mind where you just always go to? It's your go-to game?
Probably the prelim final against Geelong in 2018.
Okay.
I tagged Joel Salwood. Kept him to I think about 18 touches, and I had 26 and kicked a goal. So that was probably
Beautiful.
one of my better games.
Well done.
And we obviously went into the play the Hawks the next week, and then played in the that was in the elimination final, sorry, and then played the West Coast over there, but got absolutely thumped by them. So
it was not the outcome you wanted when you got to West Coast, but I know how good the game was that you played against Geelong. Good point. Here's your last one, mate. What's the one food you're going to miss eating the most during this period?
One food?
Yeah. Or maybe restaurant.
I miss Cheeky Monkeys, the cafe.
Yeah, right.
Me and the boys used to go there a fair bit, so yeah, definitely missing them.
Tell us what your go-to dish is when you go there.
So we all go there the day before our game.
Yeah.
So we have our captain's run, and then about 20 of us head there for a feed. I'll usually get 4 poached eggs with bacon, avocado, and a hash brown on the side as well. So
Oh, mate, I bet you can't wait to get back into that.
feel right up.
Yeah, I love it, mate. All right, well, that was our little segment, getting to know James Harmes a little bit better. It was called What About Me? There you go, too easy. What I want to do now, mate, I'm going to go through another little segment with you. It's just me asking questions in relation to different topics. You can give me a one-word answer, or you can extend it as far as you like. It's a segment that we like to call What Can I Say? All right. Here we go, mate. Here's this little segment for you. As I said, you can answer the questions however you see fit. Which one of the following gets you pumped the most before a game? Is it the smell of deep heat, the smell of fresh cut grass, pulling on a jumper, strapping on the boots, a footy in your hands, or the sound of the crowd?
Pulling on the jumper.
Putting on the jumper, excellent. Do you like running through the banners?
I don't. The first few games you do, but as you get a bit older, you kind of. I like to just soak in the crowd and have a look around rather than run through the banner. Yeah.
Cool, mate. One word to describe the Melbourne Football Club supporters.
Very loyal.
Very loyal. Which AFL club do you dislike the most?
Oh, Geelong.
Geelong, all right. In the future, would you prefer to play in a day or a twilight grand final?
Day.
Day. Who's the funniest bloke down at the club, or who thinks they are?
Funniest bloke, Jake Melksham.
Yeah.
Who thinks they're the funniest? Christian Petracca.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Who is the most manicured down at the club?
Jake Melksham again.
Okay. And who's a bit tight with their money at the club?
This doesn't sound funny. But Jake Melksham.
He's brilliant.
Thrown under the bus here.
Yeah, good. We got to get him on the show, mate. I want to find out all these
definitely.
answers directly from him. Who down at the club has got the most swagger?
Probably young rookie Corey Wagner.
Corey Wagner. Okay, good. We'll keep an eye out for him. What does being an AFL footballer mean to you?
Means the world.
Yeah.
Obviously, as a kid, always wanted it to happen, and for it to be a dream, it's a dream come true. So yeah,
Good on
really
you.
stoked.
Good on you, mate. More power to you. I love it. What's your favourite ground to play on around Australia, apart from the MCG?
Always like going up to Gold Coast and playing up there. I don't know why, but I always seem to have good games up there. So.
Wow, that's interesting. I think probably there'd be about 20 or 30% of the players that have come on have actually said that ground too. So it's really interesting. So, yeah. Playing for the Melbourne Football Club is?
Unbelievable and very what's the word? Very humbling.
Excellent. All right. Very humbling. What's better, mark or goal of the year?
Mark.
Mark. Who does their hair the most down at the Melbourne Football Club?
Probably Christian Salem.
Christian
He's
Salem.
always got a fresh haircut, the big fella.
Okay. All right. Who would be most likely to drop their name at the front door of a nightclub in order to gain free entry?
Probably me.
Nice one. I like it, Harmsy. Who's the most famous person you've ever met?
Most famous person I've ever met is probably Ben Simmons.
Oh, fantastic.
Met him over in America when I was with Christian Petracco. We got to sit pretty much courtside at the Philadelphia game, and that was pretty cool.
Tell me what that experience was like, just in a couple of words. That must have been amazing.
Yeah, it was unreal. We actually ended up going out to a nightclub after with him, and LeBron James was there as well. So that was pretty crazy.
Wow,
I didn't
mate.
get to meet him personally, but yeah, to be in the same nightclub as LeBron James was pretty cool.
Yeah, I reckon so too. Hey, who's the most famous person you have in your phone?
Probably Dustin Martin.
Dustin Martin, all right. I've heard that a couple of times during these shows.
Yeah.
What is the one thing you're going to miss the most over this isolation period?
Probably going into the footy club and being with my mates every day.
Yeah.
Probably seeing my family as well.
Yep, I hear you, mate. What do you think when you see a poster or merchandise of yourself?
That's a bit funny, really. You look at it and kind of like, wow, bit overwhelming.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And your last one. What is your reaction when you see a kid when you see a kid with your number on their back?
Just proud, I guess, because when I was younger, I had idols, and to be someone's idol, I guess, is real humbling, and kind of did a few butterflies in the stomach.
Beautiful, mate. Well said. That was awesome. I love that segment because you really get the honest appraisal of answers that you can. So thank you, mate. That was What Can I Say? Beautiful, brother. We're smashing it out now. We're on the home straight, Harmsy. All right, what I wanted to do now, mate, during the week I've got individuals that barrack for the Melbourne Football Club and wanted to make contact with you. I've got them to send in questions that they would like me to pose to you, and the person that actually has the best question, we're going to send them out a footy. All right?
Beautiful.
So whoever you think has got the best question out of these three, we will award them that prize. This segment is called Knowing Me, Knowing You. All right, proudly brought to you by Buffalo Sports. Here's the three questions for you, mate. Michelle Goldsworthy would like to know, with just one captain at the club, do you think it has given more structure, and has it changed the feeling around the club at all?
Yeah. Is it right? So do I answer this one now?
Yes, please. Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you're right.
I guess so. I guess Maxie Gorn's probably one of the better leads I've ever seen in my time being at the football club. And I guess having Jack there still as vice captain, I think it just makes it a lot simpler for, the players and the coaching staff. If they want to give a message to the group, it's a lot easier just to have one person saying it rather than two. So, yeah.
Good. Excellent. I love it. This one's from Lawson Goldsworthy. He wants to know why the number changed from 43 to 4, and do you hate ISO as much as him?
The change from number 43 to 4 was mainly because our footy manager at the time asked if I wanted to change, and I didn't really want to change from 43, but then I liked the number 4, and he said, do I want to have number 4? And I couldn't turn it down.
Yeah.
And yes, Lawson, I'm very bored. I actually know Lawson quite well.
Okay.
So, yeah, Lawson, it's been very boring, mate. And if you want to play some PS4, just let me know and I'll jump on with you.
Oh, you'll love that. That's fantastic, mate. Thank you. Here's our third and last question. This is from Dylan Thorogood. He wants to know what you think of Angus Brayshaw's cooking videos.
Oh, the Barbie onions. I haven't really watched too many, to be honest. But he's a funny man, young Gussie, and I'm sure that'd be great to watch. I actually haven't even watched any of them. So,
yeah, right.
I can't answer that one too late.
That'll do. So what do you reckon? Who's been lucky enough to win the football?
I'll have to go for young Lawson.
Excellent. There you go. Lawson, congratulations. You've won this. We'll get in contact with you via email and we'll get that out to you after all this is over. Thanks to Buffalo Sports. We really appreciate it. Now, mate, when I'd have you on the show normally, I'd get you to put your hand into the barrel because we're going to draw the raffle. We've been still running the raffle during this period of HOMEISO, and we've got a $150 footy hamper which is sitting here on the desk next to me, along with the 3 footballs. So if I can get you just to reach into the barrel and draw out our first prize winner, you go for it right now. Excellent. There you go, mate. All done. That's our first prize winner. That is Rob DeMarco. Hey, well done, Rob DeMarco.
Well done, Robbie.
Good on you, champ. You've won the $150 footy, That's Good for Footy and Hamper World Hamper. Well done, Rob. Second prize, James already drew these ones out earlier. This one goes to Rachel Richardson. She's won the second prize, which is the game size football. The third prize, junior football, goes to Marie Dunn. Well done, Marie. And the fourth prize goes to Emma Goodison. All right, well done, Emma. That's really easy to enter. All you've got to do is go to the That's Good Footy Facebook page, click on the raffle link. It'll take you through to the website. You can purchase your tickets. They're $2 each or 6 for $10. And as you can see, James Harmes in this instance will draw them out for you and you'll be lucky enough to win and we'll get in contact with you. We'll actually get in contact with all of those people via Facebook and also via email to let you know that you've won. So thanks for playing along. I now just wanted to say, James, these shows are actually recorded in front of no one from my home here in Melbourne. If you'd like to know more about the That's Good for Footy, you can get onto the website, which is www.that'sgoodforfooty.com.au. Here is where you'll find all things related to That's Good for Footy. You can donate, purchase raffle tickets, sign up, or even shop for That's Good for Footy merchandise. Links to all of these things will be available on the That's Good for Footy Facebook page as well. Can I now get you to all put your hands together and thank James Harmes from the Melbourne Football Club.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well
Thanks,
done. That was brilliant, mate. I just wanted to say to you, James, thanks so much for allowing us into your life, into your home today. I hate imposing. I didn't want to encroach on your life at the moment, but at the same time, I think it's a great opportunity just for you to say hi to all the fans. Would you like to say anything to them while you got the chance?
Yes. Stay safe, guys. Try and abide by all the rules so we can get through this tough time and then, everyone can get back to their normal lives and hopefully we can start playing footy again soon and bring some joy back in to what's been a bit of a sad start to 2020.
What an excellent little send-off. I love it. Thank you very much, James Harmes. You've been fantastic to have on the show, mate. I really appreciate your time. I can't wait to see you back out in the field as well. Look after yourself, mate. Keep enjoying walking the dogs. Look after your partner. Look after your... Can't wait for you to get back to see your family and now being an uncle as well. So all the best to you, James.
Thanks, Damo. Thanks for having me on, mate.
Good on you, brother. Take care. We'll speak soon.
Sounds good. See you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Well, there you go. That's Good for Footy panel shows would not be possible without the support of the following sponsors. These sponsors would not be able to continue without your support. They do not give us any funding, but they do provide us with prize content, and for this I say thank you. The Big Picture people, the experts in smart home cinema, the Cheesecake Shop, Baked In Store, Big Swing Golf, the ultimate indoor golf experience, Hog's Breath Cafe, Australia's Steakhouse, Burley Seacombe, your first stop for AFL merchandise, Buffalo Sports, a recognised name in sports since 1972, The Framing Queen, quality affordable framing, The Comics Lounge, Australia's premier comedy venue, Oscar's Racing, the only place to race, BrokerrocheR, helping you make an impression. Now I've incorporated a new segment into the show. This segment is called Help.
I'll open up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Help is basically an opportunity for businesses to get in contact with us here at That's Good for Footy, and we'll try and promote your business on the show. We know it's tough out there and we want to help. You can get involved in any number of ways. You can be a segment sponsor or a prize sponsor. Basically, like the sponsors that I just read out before. It's easy to get involved. All you got to do is go to the That's Good for Footy website, go to the Contact Us page and let us see what we can do for you. Cheers to everyone out there. Be kind, be considerate. Be polite and please be respectful of others. This has been the That's Good for Footy panel show. My name is Damien. Thank you and goodbye.